Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be repairing an old computer. We have, you can imagine I'm a bit of a nerd, a lot of old computers around our house. We do a lot of experimenting, right? So we need to keep these things running. I've got one that the power supply blew up. So today we're going to be replacing an old ATX type power supply. Now this is a generic computer and this could be different for every computer that you have, whether it's a Dell or a Lenovo, whatever, right? Whatever brand you have, it's going to be slightly different, but very similar at the same time. These things are pretty much plug and play right now, but first a warning. Hey, one quick note, guys, you never want to take these power supplies apart once you get them out, even the old ones. They can hold a charge for quite some time. There's some capacitors in there that can hold a charge for quite some time that can shock you. So these warnings are pretty serious. So I would just take your old one to an electronics recycling place and they will deal with it. And one of the first things you're going to need to do, guys, is find a compatible power supply. Check the label on your current power supply. You want to make sure you match up the wattage. You have enough power to run everything that's in your PC. Just check what you got in there. Get on Amazon, do a search, and you'll find something compatible and probably fairly cheap if it's older like mine. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's just go through real quick and you'll see how I did mine. Basically what you gotta do is you gotta find the screws on the back that are holding the power supply in. You've gotta take that out, get ready for that power supply to be removed. But before you can get it all the way out, you gotta go through and you gotta unplug all your connections. Now take note of where your connections are because it might be slightly different depending on the age of your computer and the size, whatever. So take note of where those go because you're gonna have to plug those things back in. Next you're gonna swap that out. You're gonna go back in, re-plug in all of your connections, which if you took good notes, should be easy. Then you're gonna power it up and you're gonna test it out. Now, if it doesn't power up, then you've got something plugged in wrong. It's that simple, right? There's not a lot you can do to ruin these other than, static discharge. Keep all that in mind. Make sure you're statically clear before you get in there and start touching components. But it's really a pretty easy process. Hey, that's all we have for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, these are pretty easy plug and play. Be careful, don't open those up. Don't open those power supplies up. They got a lot of charge capacitors, things that can really hurt you even after they're unplugged. So, just make sure you have everything unplugged, take your time, even tape the connections if you need to label them. This is well within reach of an average DIYer. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.